Hello, my name is Sam Bianco, and I am an immigration attorney at Tingen Law.
Sam, welcome to Tingen Law. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you so much, Jacob. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, you are our first new attorney in a long time. We're excited to welcome you on board. What are you excited to do here at the firm?
I'm excited to hit the ground running and help out our clients to achieve their goals, hopes, and dreams of living and prospering here in the United States. And again, it's just a pleasure to be here, and I can't wait.
Now, one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, for a lot of people, they just graduate law school and they just try to find a job, any job. But you just graduated law school, and for you, this is not any job. You wanted to do immigration. So why did you want immigration specifically?
You're right. This is actually a dream come true and the culmination of a long road to get here. So I wanted to get into immigration for two reasons, one personal and one professional. The personal reason is that my family is an international family. My wife is a national of Japan, and we met over there. And so we have gone through the I-130 and citizenship process together, and we understand very concretely how important it is to have an attorney guide you through that process, because truth be told, we didn't have an attorney until the very end when we really needed an attorney, and it took years more than it should have. And that was a lot of years of anguish and wondering and not being confident that we were going to be able to make it. And, we did again. So I personally understand at least a small part of the trials and tribulations and, the uncertainty that our clients may have when they come to us. Professionally, I decided to become an immigration attorney because I have a bunch of experience, or a lot of experience, working with the immigrant community. So, as you said, a lot of people graduate college, go to law school, want to get a job. Well, I'm a little different than that. I am not fresh out of college going to law school.
Mm-hmm.
I had a career that spanned over a decade in adult education,
Right.
specifically with the immigrant communities in Philadelphia and San Francisco, and then Baltimore, Maryland.
And what did you do in the immigrant communities?
So I began in Philadelphia as a life skills English teacher, where I worked for a little over a year. I then became the citizenship instructor coordinator for the Immigration Institute of the Bay Area in San Francisco, where I spent about 3 years running their citizenship education department, which was preparing green card holders for their citizenship interviews. And then after that, I moved to Baltimore and became the intake assessment specialist for the Community College of Baltimore County, where I was in charge of placing students into English language, life skills, and citizenship classes based on their English proficiency. And there came a point specifically when I was over in California, but reinforced when I was working in Baltimore under the first Trump administration, where I realized that I could only go so far in assisting my students or our learners in achieving their dreams, and that what I really wanted to do was to be able to be the person who was in the room with them, advocating for them, and helping them cross the finish line to become green card holders, to get status in the United States, to become U.S. citizens, and be able to fulfill their hopes and dreams here.
Right. So even though you haven't been a lawyer the entire time, it sounds like a lot of your life experience has circled becoming an immigration lawyer. And I would hazard to guess that you probably understand the citizenship process a lot better than many new attorneys.
Again, going back to that job in California, our attorneys would spend a few days or a few meetings with the client to get to know their legal issues. I was spending months with these my students, our clients, preparing them, drilling them to be able to go through the English language citizenship interview with USCIS. And
Right.
so I really got to understand not only what brought them to the United States, but how their lives were going in the United States and the comparison thereof. And then I have my own personal story of my spouse coming to the United States as well, and us just knowing one, the hopes and aspirations that everybody who comes here has, but also the rigmarole that they have to go through in order to obtain status and be able to stay here. And so yeah, I'll say that the seed was planted way back when I was in high school, Jacob, where my eighth grade history teacher, Mr. Jervanka, told me with complete conviction that America is a special country, the first country where we consider citizenship to be more or less a club that you can join. You come here, you show that you have good moral character, that you're a good person, a trustworthy person, that you're willing to play by the rules, and you're willing to pay your dues in the form of taxes. And if you're willing to come here and abide by those two conditions, then you too can be an American. And so that's really what drove me from a young age. And then over time, with my personal experience, my professional experience, and what's happening here in the United States, that just makes me want to make sure that we can keep that door to new citizens as open and as wide open as possible.
No, I agree, and we're excited to have you here to work on these issues. So you've already been interning with us for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that you've enjoyed in your work here already at Tingen Law?
I mean, I've enjoyed seeing the positive outcomes that our clients are able to obtain through our efforts, your efforts, the firm's efforts. When I came here, well, as you know, I was put in charge of making draft legal analyses for the attorneys so that I could get a better, fuller understanding of not only what the legal issues are for all of our clients, but what their personal stories are, what the reasons are that they come here to the United States, and then being able to see, well, how does our clients' experience fit within the matrix required in order for them to obtain legal status. And so being able to sit down, read a client's history, and then being able to, it's like a Rubik's Cube, and you can always solve a Rubik's Cube. It sometimes takes a few more turns of the cube to be able to get there. The opportunity to be able to not only find the legal solution that is going to help our clients, but also getting to know them personally through their affidavits and their information, and then being able to meet with the client. This is where I want to be.
Nice. No, I think it's totally accurate that you find value in that, because studies do show, particularly in the removal proceedings context, that if an immigrant is represented by an attorney in court, their likelihood of success goes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the puzzle, the opportunity to figure out how a specific client's life story fits into a legal framework.
Right.
And that's where you were headed with your talk about understanding the client's affidavits and then finally getting able to meet them. It's everybody has their particular story, and
Mm-hmm.
then we have the opportunity to fit that into the legal puzzle,
right,
and make beautiful pictures, right? And hopefully success stories. And we have many of those here on our YouTube channel as well. So check them out. Let's take a step back, Sam. Let's just get to know you personally. So what does Sam, and it's Bianco?
Bianco, potato.
Sam Bianco. What do you do to have fun and cut loose?
To have fun and cut loose? Well, I am the proud father of as of this time of recording, 11-year-old daughter, and she is the apple of my eye, and I figure that I only have a few more years that she cares about hanging out with me before it's just, hey, Dad,
Yeah.
can I have the car keys? So,
Right.
cutting loose to me is watching a movie together as a family. It's being able to go out. We're recording this in October, going to the pumpkin patch, and we are currently debating, Do we carve our jack-o'-lantern in the shape of a demon or of a Shiba Inu dog? And so
Right.
it's those things. In the rare times that I'm actually able to cut back and do something for myself, it's reading science fiction books. It is playing a few video games, and you know, I'm a news junkie, and so
Also.
I'm definitely scrolling through. And I mean, this is both personal and professional, but I want to keep on top of what's happening in the world. I figure every day I have on this earth is a day that I get to see what's going to happen, and hopefully affected in some small way. And so just keeping up and seeing what's going on in the world.
In what languages do you speak, or that you're proficient in?
So I speak English as my primary language. I also have base proficiency in Japanese. Konnichiwa minasan, boku no nihongo wa choto yoroi desu kedo ganbattemasu. And then I've also begun practicing Spanish, and I'm taking some online lessons because, as you know, most of our clientele are Spanish speakers.
That's right.
So ahora no puedo hablar, pero puedo escuchar y yo soy un estudiante rápido.
Yeah, you're a quick study. Good job.
Thank you. I hope.
Yeah. No, it's interesting to see, you'd be the second attorney that's come here that didn't speak Spanish right out of the gate, and to see people evolve and grow and learn a language. For me, that shows a real love for the people we serve to be willing to learn their language. So
I
good luck.
Thank you. And I'll just add a note that I completely agree with you, because what we're talking about here, the what we are doing here is important and it's impactful. And you're completely right that it is important that I be able to communicate with our clients in their language,
Hmm.
not only for accuracy's sake, but also because it does prove that I'm not here for me, I'm here for our clients. Because at the end of the day, this is all about the outcomes, the positive outcomes for our clients. And so, yeah, definitely, I'm in it to win it.
Let's talk about positive outcomes, because you've mentioned that a couple times.
Hmm.
You've already worked on cases with us prior to getting admitted to the bar where your work influenced a positive outcome. Can you tell us what that felt like? Can you tell us general thoughts about that client's story? Anything that's potentially inspiring to you as you kind of have seen this case develop?
One thing that I think gets lost in the grand scheme of when people talk about immigration as a news topic is the individual stories of the people who go through so much and, well, first off, have experienced so much in their home country that
Hmm.
has made them feel that it is necessary for them to uproot their lives and their families and their livelihoods, to go on these Herculean journeys to be able to get to the United States and then settle here. And I mean, there's when I am reviewing a client's case, at first there's the trauma that they went through that caused them to want to come here. We work a lot in asylum, and
Yeah.
when you're coming here as a refugee, as an asylee, you're coming here because you've suffered persecution. And so reading that and getting to know what our clients have gone through, completely recategorizes any bad days I've ever had in my life. And then but then that gets contrasted with the positive outcome, the ability to, again, to solve that Rubik's cube, to navigate through the system and find what our clients qualify for, what forms of relief they qualify for, getting them on a pathway to citizenship, the ultimate goal for many, if not most, of our clients. And then again, the first time Trent came by to my office and said, by the way, that client you were working on that you did the motion to reopen and terminate and be able to, end their removal proceedings. Well, we had that argument, and we just got the order, and we win. We
Right.
win.
The chance to like participate on that is awesome.
It is, but also it's not just we win; it's they win.
Yeah.
And again, can't get into specifics, but they've gone through so much just to get here. We're the last leg before they can finally just relax and be able to contribute to our society, to get a long-term job, to have their kids in school, to have the safety and security that comes with the United States. And we are a nation of immigrants, and we have a long history of welcoming people who, you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses yearning to breathe free. And we are a continuation of that. And so there's no greater high than knowing that I've played, a small, if not final part in what our clients have gone through to be able to better themselves and their lives.
I'm really excited for you to get into immigration court. How are you feeling about that prospect?
I cannot wait to hit the ground running. I will say that if somebody contacts me, they should be able to come to the United States. If they walk into my office, they should be able to stay. And I will do everything possible that I can to zealously fight for their right to immigrate and stay here in the United States.
Perfect. Thank you for that, and thank you for your passion. I mean, those are among the reasons that we want you to be here at Tingen Law. Let's talk a little bit about the kind of experience that we want clients to have that we cultivate here. So you've been working with us now for a while, and now you're admitted to the bar. It's awesome. You know that our vision statement is superior client experiences. We want to help clients who are engaged, who are involved in their own legal matters, that want to move things forward. What does a superior client experience look like to you? What does that mean for you? What does it mean for our clients?
Well, a superior client experience is, first off, being there for the client and being responsive to client requests, client needs, being there when the client needs us to be there. I'll also say we will always be professional, upfront, and again, we are on the client's side 100%, and we're going to give them the information that they need to make an informed decision about which possible option or outcome they are able to obtain. I will also say that this is a two-way street when it comes to us working with the client, because we are advocating for the client, but we are also working with the client. We're going to be responsive to our clients, and quite frankly, to be able to provide the best possible outcomes to our clients, we need the client to work with us and be responsive to us. There are going to be times, as you know, that the government's going to reach out and say, we need additional information. And there are deadlines to this information. And so once we get those, we are going to respond and reach out to the client as quickly as we can in order to fulfill the requirements that have been given, or the demands that have been given to us by the government. And we're going to expect that the client is going to be able to provide the documentation in a timely manner, because we are doing everything we possibly can to help our clients achieve their dreams. We also need the client to do everything that they possibly can in order to achieve their dreams. And so, we're here for you. We'll fight for you. Give us the tools we need, and we'll do everything that we possibly can.
Yes. Thanks, Sam. Great answer. Definitely, we work as a team here at Tingen Law. That's important to me. I know that it's important to you. It's important to our clients. It's always great when we get a new teammate in the client who's willing to work with us and bring the best fight possible, like you mentioned.
Thank you. If I may add,
Go ahead.
Briefly, I mean, I keep saying we, I keep saying me, I keep saying us. I mean, it's not just the attorneys here that are helping the client. You might be hiring an attorney but you're also hiring a firm full of paralegals, paralegal assistants. We have a team of people, because if it was just you or just me, we never sleep.
Right.
Because but we have all of these people that are working on behalf of our clients. So when we say superior client experiences, it's not just with your lawyer or your attorney, it's with the entire team that you have assembled to fight on their behalf.
Thanks, Sam. So you mentioned that we do a lot of asylum here. Uh, you know where we're focusing. So what kinds of cases have you worked on? What kinds of cases are you looking forward to doing? What kinds of cases do we do here at the firm generally?
So, yep. So, on top of the asylum cases that we do, I have personally been working on quite a few U visa cases, which
Mm-hmm.
are unfortunately immigrants who have come to the United States who have become victims of crime here in the United States, and that makes them eligible for a special U visa that will allow them to stay in the United States as long as they've helped out with their criminal complaints and the investigation and whatnot. And those are those clients really touch my heart, and I believe that for not only humanitarian reasons, but what is America other than a sanctuary that is supposed to provide help and protection and safety to people who come here. And so working on those cases is very important to me personally. On top of that, you name it, we do it. We do a lot of spousal and family applications for green cards. We also work with K visas for um, fiancés of U.S. citizens. We also work on the adjustment of status, I-485 applications, business visas, etc. So if you have a reason that you want to be able to come to the United States and especially live in the United States, then we do it.
Right. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, and right now we are focusing on the humanitarian and family side. It's
Right.
the vast majority of what we do. We, particularly in this era during the Trump administration, we are fighting for the common man and woman and families. We want to help everybody stay here, come here, particularly families, particularly individuals who are seeking safety. We want to unite spouses across oceans, continents, and countries to come here and be together here. Um,
100%.
Sam, thank you for visiting with me today.
Thank you for having
We
me.
are so excited to have you as an attorney here at Tingen Law, and we're excited to share what you've said with the world.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I look forward to helping all of our current and future clients achieve their dreams.